Thanks to you for joining me this hour. I am your host, Devon, and I am also the host of Center of the Sun podcast. But one of the functions of your mind, one of the main functions of your mind, is to acquire and disseminate new knowledge, new emotions, new senses. You're supposed to use all of these as tools with which you can query reality. Thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to bring you something from my notes. Thanks. As you can see, there are some pages here, lots of them, lots of calligraphy, practicing, even though I did not do calligraphy for real. I just wrote my name 3 million times and tried to be fancy, but I have this book of notes. It's called or Sketchbook. Got it from Family Dollar, maybe. Eternity. You see me trying to, I'm really trying. But I just had, I had a lot. Ooh, this is not bad. Ooh, eternity. Ooh. What? Look at my, oh my God. Oh my God, I'm so proud. Anyway, just doodling, really. I can't really actually draw, but I can communicate in other ways. But I wanted to, and I lost my spot. Okay, so anyway, how you doing? I hope you're good, because if you're not good, I hope you have a good night. If you didn't have a good day, I hope you have a good night. Anyway, if you don't have a good night, I hope you maybe get a minute of sleep. That's good, maybe. And if you don't get enough sleep, hopefully you have a dream, a good dream, maybe a sex dream or a flying dream, even though those are mainly for people who are anxious and trying to escape something. But your mind is a tool that you can query reality with. And there are 9 states of mind, or 9 states of guidance. And I have no idea where I got this from. There is a man that wrote this. I'm pretty sure it's summarized. I wouldn't have wrote it in here so methodically. Ooh. I'm pretty sure it's not plagiarism. I'm pretty sure it's just notes. My interpretation of what the man said, but there's 9 states of mind. 9 states of guidance. Have you heard of them? Me either. Yeah? No? No? Okay. So the first state of mind is the body. And I know I wrote this one because I say this every day. Everyone's body is different. But it is sufficient. Okay? So even though your body is different than somebody else's body, your body is sufficient for you. That's why you have it. Your body is your temple. Okay? That's the first state of your mind. Your mind is a part of your body, or your body is a part of your mind, or vice. It is one. All is one. Your body is your temple. Your body is a part of your mind, so you should appreciate it. Okay? You should also love your body. Love it dearly, love it deeply, love it right. Wrap it in swaddling clothes, okay? If you love your body, it will love you back. I did not write that part. That's a quote from somebody who wrote this, who has this idea. And I forget where I got it from, so you have to follow my blog because it's cited on my blog. So there's a blog post, and I'll have to link it to this. It'll be the link. It'll be the thing. I'll link it with this video to the source. It's a YouTube video that I got this from. So your body is the first state of being, your first state of mind, and your first state of guidance. In addition to it being your temple and your road dog, you shouldn't be too attached to it. And that's because you are not your body. You are not your body. Devon is his body, but the entity that resides within me and moves through me, and not an entity, not like a poltergeist or like a ghost, like my soul, the infinite divine part of me that will live on past my death. Hopefully that comes true, but we're just taking a bet on that one. If you believe in Jesus, then you'll believe in anything. But you need to start realizing that you have a body. And this is why I don't knock Christians and I don't knock people who follow religions, because at the end of the day, the simple truth is, the simple truth is that the metaphors and the stories that are told in those religious texts and those religious doctrines all kind of are metaphors for the same thing we're talking about. So Jesus or whoever you're talking about, whoever is the god was not their body. In Hindu culture, Krishna or whoever, Lord, whoever, was a body and then was not a body, but was still a being. So it's like kind of like just realizing that kind of thing. But making sure that you don't talk about your body like you are the body. You have a body. You've been given a body, and now you have to take care of it like I'm taking care of this microphone. ASMR. So number 2, you are not really alone. I thought it said in love. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I thought I was literally about to tell you you are not literally in love. Thank you, handwriting. This is my handwriting. It comes back to me eventually. It takes me a minute. You are not really alone. And we know that because we have evidence of a collective consciousness. Humans share a collective consciousness to a certain degree. We see this when we express our emotions. We express similar emotions. We can make each other yawn. We can, we have experiences that are shared. So that links us in a reality, in a more of a physical sense. Like if you don't believe in the collective consciousness of like thought forms and stuff, even though like David Eagleman, like neuroscientists and people, they've proven this on functional MRI machines. They have been able to observe the ebb and flow of your fucking thought forms in the form of calcium atoms. I don't know what to tell you. But linking emotions and experiences and sharing them links us. Having that link in reality links us in the consciousness as well. So that's the second state of the mind. So you have the body, you have other bodies and other minds, you have the collective. What's number 3? Number 3 is the basic process of soul development. It is that the esoteric part of you, the unknown, the dark, the shadow, the devil, Lucifer. That's what it is. In the Bible, it just represents the same thing inside of you because you are a microcosm of whatever the hell you believe. So if you believe that you're a devil, if you believe in the devil, then you have the devil inside of you too. Because that's all is one. All is one. Anyway, so you better be careful what you bring your attention to, because I don't know if you want to be giving it to some being you are scared of. So maybe you should find a being you're not scared of, maybe yourself. Anyway, the process of soul development, people say things like everything happens for a reason, like da 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 da, like in time, like it is your time, like say it now, manifest, like da da da. That process, that esoteric process, that ability from you to manifest something from the darkness out of nothing, that's the third state of the mind. Unknown. It's hard to articulate. You have to, when you know, basically, or wherever. Fourth state of the mind. Fourth point of guidance. In other words, it's in parentheses. I have no idea why I wrote that in parentheses. Probably from the notes. Probably from the original creator of these ideas. The fourth state of mind is existentialism. Is normal. Okay? So your fear of death, your fear of existence, or lack thereof, is normal. And it's all part of the process. So coming to terms with death is a state of the mind. Like, it is that serious, girl. You should probably not be afraid, girl. You should probably find a way to not be afraid, because if there's nothing to be afraid of, it's a part of life. It's a part of your mind. It's a part of the process. And if it's not, please debate me. I would love to talk about it, because if I'm wrong, then please correct me, because I want my state of mind to be correct too. But the fourth state of mind, the existentialism, this obsession with existence on this realm that I'm obsessed with too. I'm not saying that I'm not obsessed with it. I love living. I love being a human just as much as you do. But sometimes I do sit around and ask myself, like, why am I here? What's my purpose? And what's the fucking point? Like, oh, I don't know. And there's a lesson. There's even a lesson gained in devaluing a life or devaluing your own life. That's a part of the process too. So I know I take a very good antidepressant. You know, it's really hard to like sometimes get up in the morning, but that's a part of the process. When you devalue you don't know what you got until it's gone. Girl, it's so hard. Number 5. It's like, oh my God. Woo, Jesus, help me, Lord. Mindfulness. So we talked about collective consciousness, and then if you think about collective consciousness, it is this recognition that you are thinking, or you're cognizant, or you're cognating, or whatever the hell I'm trying to say. But your cognition is based on your memories. It's based on what you've already experienced. So your past experiences, you know, you'll interpret your present experiences through your past experiences. You'll view them through the lens of that, and then you'll recreate reality. You'll create an image of reality, because we're all hallucinating right now. You're not seeing me right now. You're not seeing my true form. You're seeing the projection of the fucking 3D realm. And that's what we're hoping to understand more as 2020 goes on, is this phenomena of like ascending to a broader or a different frame or realm of consciousness. I don't know, 5D, fifth dimension, 5D ascension. People are talking about it a lot. And I don't really know what to believe. I mean, all I have are my past experiences. Like, literally, that's all you have. So hopefully you were raised right. And how will you know? How will you know if you're raised right? Well, your senses. You know, you were taught to use your senses well. And to use your senses in a way that continuously tests the limits of your humanity. So your ability to feel and all of those things, like, there are limits to that. Like, how much are you willing to be in pain? How happy are you willing to be? How happy are you willing to make yourself? Being mindful is super easy. You could use a journal, just like I'm using right here. This is what I do, but this is only because I was born in 88. So I was born in a time where you had to write on paper, and now we don't. So it's like weird. So I just do both. So I'm just one of those people that grew up in both ages, digital and analog, and grew up. So let's see. But because you interpret your past experiences through future, or you interpret your present experiences through your memories, through your past experiences, then naturally you'll be able to feel and be able to predict future events. And hopefully that came out wrong or right. Oh my God, I'm hot. It's the lights, they're hot. But you will naturally, and that's where people are like, oh my God, the power of manifestation and the power of like psychics and shit like that, and witches and stuff like that. It's because your mind is a calculation, and you can guess really well. That's what I believe. In the grand scheme of things, you can, at the very least, you can guess well. And the limit is that you can actually do some shit that's not even in existence yet. But I haven't witnessed that, so we're just going to be measured in our approach to this information. But you potentially could naturally start predicting future events. Like, you can anticipate something falling. That's an example of that. Like, your body it calculates in milliseconds where your arm should be to catch that thing. So that was the